start recording. Okay. Um, Good morning to Ananda. Today our subject is transportation engineering. Regarding transportation engineering, we are discussing about introduction part only today. So in the transportation engineering, trans means change, port means station, station means already process. The process of changing of station from one place to another place. The whole study will in the engineering point of view. So this subject is called as transportation engineering. So in the transportation engineering, we will discuss the total the following paragraph, that is planning, design, operation, construction, maintenance, and finance. Okay, in the all manner, in the above all three process, we need to safe, efficient, rapid, comfortable, economic, and environment friendly to the construction process or a maintenance process or any above processes. So in any manner, the transportation should be safe, efficient, rapid, comfortable, and convenient, and economical and environmental friendly. So this is the transportation engineering. So the transportation engineering means the study of engineering in a scientific manner of in highway and also any other transportation system. Okay, so next slide. Okay, next one. So the importance of transportation engineering. So first one, the role of transportation. So the main importance of transport engineering is why it is most importance to transport engineering means it is well known that by transportation we can give economic to the country, industrial or social or cultural development will be formed due to mainly due to transportation, one place to another place the industrial products are will be transferred, and also socially some people are empowered their knowledge, and culturally they are developed. So that is the reason. And next one, the what is the main importance of transportation is from the production to distribution stage. It in all stages the product transportation is mainly important, because in the production stage, that means farmers need seeds, or any that means what seeds or instruments which are required to crop the. So that therefore in the production stage itself we need, say, for a seeding purpose and etc purpose. In the distribution purpose, after production, the crop you get yield, it distributes to the market centers and industrial areas. So in every time from production to distribution stage we need transportation. Next one, inadequate transportation retards socio-economic development. So because if the transportation is not very well, so if it automatically development will stop, because in the lockdown process, so all transportation is banned. So due to ban, our country economy is lower due to this transportation. So why it that means lowers our transportation, lowers our income or economy, because for example, if the milk products are sourced from destination will be reached to maybe half day or 3 hours. If the road development is not sufficient, if the roads are not well planned, so if the time increasing of time, that means journey time increases. So if the journey time increase, so automatically the products will be waste. Otherwise, if x product available, so if the products from production to a distribution stage, if the roads are not well planned, it may damage at the journey time. Okay, so in all process the transportation is main important. So we have to plan roads and its transportation. Next one, economic activity and transportation. Production or supply, same the same if in economic activity, that means production or supply. If for example, if you are your farmers are producing sugar cane, but the sugar cane is directly it is sugarcane is production stage, but the sugarcane is directly not consumable by human, but it will be forward to and transported to industries and make it like what we say, bellam, sugar. We can transfer from the sugar cane to sugar. So then we will use the sugar. So but sugar cane is not directly useful to the every person. So from the production to supply, the consumption of women wants to our demand. So our whatever the product is required, that is not available in all our surroundings. So we have to transport the products. Next one, efficient transportation lower the cost of the products by increasing the productivity. So it is all very well known that if the transportation is very well, if the products are highly growthable, so then the products cost will be automatically reduced by due to more productivity. So that means the cost of the product will be less. Okay, so these point of view also the economic activity transport. Next one, social effects of transportation. So the due to transportation, the ribbon development will be formed. But that means people shall stay along the only road near the road, or near the rivers, lakes. So because due to rapid transportation facilities, due to drinking purpose, so if whenever we construct a road along the edges of the roads, building activity, construction activities will be formed. So due to transportation, ribbon development will be formed. But it is the ribbon development will be some difficulty to planning of the any future development programs, because due to ribbon development, peoples are coming directly to the on road. So it becomes traffic. So we have to plan, and we have to decentralize the ribbon development. Okay, next one, in the social effects of transportation, sectionalism and transportation. So in sectionalism, more travel time, no development. For example, I'll give an example. If the Bhadrachalam or any tribal areas or hilly areas or forest areas, if the travel time is more time, it takes for more travel time. So automatically the students, sorry, my okay, so my screen is sharing. Give me response in chat. Are you seeing my screen? Are you seeing my screen? Okay, thank you. Okay, so the next one, sectionalism and transportation. So already so due to more travel time, if the travel time is more, so therefore they are not interested to a journey between development area and undevelopment areas. So automatically the their standards and their living standards are low levels, low their standard levels. So because more travel time, so no development. Simply we say that more travel time, no development will be so because of mainly that what we call Maoists. Maoists are explore the vehicles and dismantle the roads, because of mainly because due to, if the roads are constructed, the vehicles are transported, their growth will be developed. So due to their growth, their activities should not go on. So therefore they are interrupted the construction of traffic. So next one, concentration of people into urban area. If the roads are improvement, so then for the each and every corner of the peoples are coming to the cities. So therefore urban population increases. Due to more population increases, we have to provide the facilities for each and everyone. Because if the facilities are now providing is not well, so they automatically people will disturb. So we have to provide mass transit facilities. That means you have to provide bus stands, bus facilities, railway facilities. Other than with this, they are providing metro trails, MMTS, city buses. We have to provide for the facilities of for urban populations due to more population. Next one, accepting of safety, law and order. This is one more important point. if for example, if any village attacked by any forest or any fire accidents will be happen in a village. So to rush the ambulance or any fire engine to the within less time, so we need a better road network. So in the emergency purpose, so these roads will help the emergency times. So and also for law and order, if the any that means any problems or any what we say, కొట్లాటలు, um, దాడులు, so that type any activities will form. So for that purpose we need law and order. And also for the purpose of war, if the, you know that very well, that last day, uh, with the China and India, the border will the border that means border issues were formed due to, but the Chinese are go back to their original place. Why? Because the our Narendra Modi and other peoples are constructed roads along the boundaries of the our India. So because if the roads are well planned or were constructed, due to the construction of roads, they are try to they are feeling fear. So therefore they are getting back to the original positions. And also due to the power, due to the development of roads, the mainly the problem is the due to development of roads at that border areas, they are what means the vehicles movement, warships, aircrafts will be easily transported to the border area. So therefore automatically we can save our Indian lands. So for this purpose also we need transportation. Next one, role of transportation in rural development. So the main important is road transportation is transportation means 75% of people lives in villages. So mostly India is a agriculture, um, agriculture type of India. So only roads in urban area is not considered as road development. So only if the roads are constructed only in urban areas, it not developed country. So if the roads are constructed even rural areas, so with well planned and with well well connected roads, then we will say our country as a developed country. So we need improvement of roads in rural areas. Why? Because mainly due to the production stage. So for the for farmers, they need of seeds, pesticides, or other farming equipments or machines, tractors. For a production stage, these equipments are these items are required in the production stage. While distribution stage of the after crop getting yield, so it transported to the nearby market centers or industry or any other places. So if the roads are constructed in rural areas, we can get faster economic growth. So because if they are transported with, they get timely sales of their products, they will get money and etc etc. So and also the most important is it decreases the wastage of the materials. Because the if their products are very some products are very early time disposed to the early, in early stage it may dispose. So due to if increasing in transportation, it may damage. So that the reason. Next, another purpose is education. If the transportation facility is very high, so many people have example in common. So in our college, most of the students are coming from their rural villages to cities. If the transportation facilities very well in rural areas, they are settled in only rural areas, just only come and go to their villages. So if the transportation is well, that means within half an hour they can reach our college. Every of the students will settle in rural areas. Next one, health. In emergency areas, in rainy seasons, so mainly the health issues will be formed. So for the sudden emergency, at least minimum half an hour or at least 5 kilometers near the major hospitals, we need to connect the roads. Next one, decreases migration to urban areas. If the development is in the villages also well, so most of the people are not migrated to the urban areas, they are settled only in villages. So due to this all above reasons, so the role of transportation is need in rural areas. Okay, next one. Okay, so the different modes of transportations are available. The mainly three modes of transportations are available. So those are, one second, uh, those are land, water, air. So based on land, we can again broadly classified into two ways, that is roadway and railway. So on land we can construct railways or we can construct roadways. On water only waterways, and on air only airways. Other than these modes, we can other type of modes also, continuous flow systems are also there. That is pipelines, belt, elevator, ropeway. That means pipelines, it is a new technology. So that means big pipelines are constructed in the pipes. So in within the pipes, vehicles are transported with high speed. So with in the tubes there is no air resistance, so vehicles will go faster, and no other vehicles in the opposite direction. So the speed is more. So like pipelines, belts also, conveyors, elevators, these are also considered as flow, continuous flow system. In land, so based on different modes, I figure out this totally into tabular form. Among these, we need consider all the points. In the first mode, right, airways connectivity. That means airways are constructed, or airways are useful to the only from airport to airport. That means you have to, if you go to Delhi very fast, so you have to go from your if you are in Hyderabad, so go to from Hyderabad place to and RGV stadium, then you can go to airport to other airports. Okay, next, the main cause of air force is fastest mode of transportation, because it gives very less time to travel from one place to another place. It gives more comfort. So if the business persons are mostly used airways, because the journey time is reduces, luxury will be more. So next one, energy. It consumes more energy. For aircrafts and other they are not use the petrol or diesel. They are use something, uh, butane something, or butane mean butane not, methane, methane also not, some very other energy fuel is used in the airways. So next one, it uses more energy, because the more the petrol, or that means energy is required. Next one, airways is mainly useful for long stretches. That means from 1 2 to 3 kilometers or 5 to 10 kilometers, the airways is not suitable. It useful for long kilometers of the places. So next one, I will discuss interconnectivity the end. Next one, waterways. So waterways also the connectivity from port to port or harbor to harbor. That means some Mumbai to Kolkata, Mumbai to Chennai, or Chennai to Mumbai. Only the connectivity from only port to port, or it is the waterways is the slowest medium among the all these modes. Because in olden days, Barrister Parvatisham or Ambedkar, Gandhiji, these all are traveled in waterways, because it is a cheapest transportation, and time taking process. It almost taking, oh shit, almost 10 minutes only. Okay, okay. So it means, sorry, slowest means it it takes 3 months to travel from one place to one another place. So it gives less comfort, because more than 3 months we give automatically we get less comfort to the this type of mechanism. And energy consumption is very less, because I will give after railways construction I will explain. Next one, these are also used for long stretches. Next one, railways are connectivity from station to station. That means Khammam to Vijayawada, Khammam to Pandilipalli, Khammam to Madura, Khammam to Mohibad, but not intermediate places. So it is only connectivity from station to station only. Okay, next one, time. It gives medium time, so it is not very high, less time, or very not very slow time. So it is a medium time required to travel from one place to another. It gives just little comfort, so but not very discomfort. just comfort gives railways. It takes only one fifth of the road energy, because if the vehicle is transported, if the any materials are transported on the road, it gives 1 liter. Otherwise, in the in while in railways we can use only 1 by fifth, means zero point 0.2 liters of quarter liters of petrol is required for the same material transportation from one place to another, because the energy consumption is very less in railways. Okay, these railways are used for medium stretches. That means a few kilometers, less kilometers, so we can use this type of railways. Okay, next one, highways. This is the most important, which are discussed in this topic. So the highways are the most important connectivity, which are connected to only from mainly for door to door step. And that means you can order any Swiggy or any order, you can directly reach to your in front of your door. Okay, so the highways is the most important, because it gives connectivity from door to door, and it gives a standard time, because it depends upon road user. Some road users can take speed, use maximum speed. Some users take a very other lanes, so in intermediate stops. So because of all standards, so the time may be not very not taken. Next one, convenience. Our convenience, we can go any way, any place, any direction, any route, anytime, whatever time. If the airport of, I'll consider airport or waterways, railways, they are timely arrival and timely dispatched. But in a highway, our convenient time, if we go 10 or 10:30 or 11, any time we can go. So yeah, our convenience is very high in highways. Next one, energy. Each type of vehicle use different types of energies. Cycle does not gives energy, it does not no need of energy, but use only human energy. So other vehicles, depends on different type of vehicles, the energies are available. So almost any vehicle, if they consider the energy consumption by any vehicle, it is related to 1 by fifth of the railways. So okay, next one. This is also used for the highways are mainly useful for short stretches. That means from one state to other state, one place to another place, 1 kilometer to other. So with the short stretches of road network, highways are mostly useful. So interconnectivity. So among the all the airways, waterways, railways, these all need require roads only. Because if I'll give an explanation for the in airports, for landing and takeoff process, we need payment, because without payment any airplane cannot land or cannot take off. Other same way, waterways also, from port to harbor to sea areas, or sea area to harbor, we need minimum roads to connect to the waterways. Next one, railways. If the however, if the goods are dispatched from the trains or wagons, it again it is transported by roads to the vehicles. So in all stages we need roads. So that's why highway engineering or transportation engineering, and mostly important is roads or highways, we can say that. So roadways or highways are mostly important, coming compared to other ways. So because in every stage we need roadways, that means highways are important. So that means. Okay, next one, characteristics of so because of the main another important characteristics is on a railway, only railways are travel. On airway, only aircrafts are travel. On waterways, only ships are travel on the road. But where cycles, buses, cars, jeeps, etc., etc. So different types of vehicles, different types of stages, sizes, and different types of loads, because some are no load, some are acting on load. Some vehicles have more power, some vehicles are less power, 150 cc, 200 cc, like that. So due to this all type of vehicles, the road characteristics are different from other vehicles. Next one, requires small investment. So why most popular highways are most popular? Because equipments for vehicles or construction or maintenance in every operation, the vehicles investment is very low. If the road roller is very low, or any road mixer is very low, so concrete mixer is very less. So all type, in all ways, the what means, the investment is very less. Next one, Otherwise, what railways, the locomotive is very cost compared to normal road roller or anything. Next, freedom. So the freedom of road user is very high. So he can travel from one lane to another lane. Flexibility in operation. He can change his location. He can change his direction. He can change his speed or time at any point of view at any time. So next one, for short distance travel, roadways are better. Already discussed in the last time. Next one, the speed is increases, the accident rate is more. So if in the in the all these modes, we can add another point also. So because of among all four ways, roadways are highways is more accidents rate is high, because of water, airways and waterways and railways are less occurrence of accidents. So flexibility, he can flexibility in route to direction and time speed. So these all characteristics are considered in the road transportation. Next one, importance of one second, importance of roads in India. So deficiency in road development, setbacks in agriculture and commercial and industrial. If the road development is not well planned, if the roads are not well connected to the all areas, so automatically it setbacks in agriculture and commercial and industrial sectors. Mainly it links between villages and market centers, already you know, and urban and rural constitutes the development in inter and also expressways on inter. So only urban areas, that road development is not considered as a development. Rural areas are also considered as a development. And also expressways are also constructed in the nationwide because of uninterrupted traffic for arterial roads in the international standards also. If the well planned and well roads are available, so automatically good payments automatically reduces the 40% of the vehicle operation cost. That means if the roads are well, if we are not changes of the gears or by speed, so automatically we can less our petrol cost, and it generates more employability compared to other transportations. Comparative study of road trans statistics. At present, we are well planning, so well programs are progressing. So due to this program, so we are very high in construction of roads. So up to no plans in 1943. So before independence, there is no actually no plans. Therefore, due to no plans, no development in the roads. And also the investment in roads is very low, because investment in construction field and real estates are very high, but in investment in roads is very less. Due to the this reason, our development is also less. Next one, awareness and poor economic conditions. So due to some most of the peoples are not interested to buy private vehicles, and so due to these private vehicles, so no improvement in the vehicles. So uh, just I have just two just scope of highway engineering. So in scope of highway engineering, we will plan the, we will discuss the throughout the syllabus these scope of highway engineering. Next topic is development. So next one, planning, location, highway design, geometric and structures, traffic performance, and so all parameters will be discussed step by step process in the future topics. So this is the most important in the highway engineering. So all points will be covered in one by one in the later chapters. Thank you.